What's up, guys? This is the Vinyl Casket. I am Nick, your host, home to the lamest taste. Remember to please subscribe and follow on Twitch, and subscribe, like, and comment on YouTube. Follow my Instagrams at Vinyl Casket and Vinyl Casket Comics. And, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you're watching this on any platform at any time, we are doing my second manga review. I just did the first, and this is the second. This is on a series called In Another World with My Smartphone. This series originally started as a light novel series. I think there's about like 17, 16, maybe 18 volumes of light novels out, but at the moment there is only 3 volumes of manga. This is the manga adaptation of In Another World with My Smartphone. Like Kingdom of Z, I picked this stuff up. I picked the first 2 volumes up at a Barnes & Noble. Loved the first 2 series, the first 2 volumes, and decided, hey, I gotta do this. I need this. I want this. Trying to remember. Yeah, so this is done by Kadokawa Comics. Kadokawa. I'm terrible with pronouncing stuff from in Japanese and in English. But it's also put out by Yen Press. I have a ton of Yen Press books. Love Yen Press. These are just really they're simplistic. So their ones were like the spines and other stuff connect to make this like big there'll be these thick spines that have this artwork, and they look cool next to each other. These look cool next to each other, but it looks more like a book or like a video game or something. They're very like, you have little images of characters up here. You have the comic publisher. You have the comic distributor, the publisher, the volume number. This is all the credit information, and then the title takes up the entire thing. I like how they're like muted colors. They're like not too in your face. But yeah, with that being said, this is art by Soto, story by Pat Yora Fuyahara. Basic premise is God accidentally sent a lightning bolt down to Earth and killed this like 16-year-old kid, right? That is he 16? 15. This 15-year-old kid, right? Kills him, whatever, feels terrible about it. First volume opens up with God apologizing to this kid and saying, I can't bring you back to life, but like I could put your body and spirit in another world, so you can continue living there. I can't put you back, to your family, your friends, and everything. And this kid just like, yeah, sure, whatever. We don't really know a lot about his human past life, but clearly he wasn't that mad about leaving. Oh, the coaster is stuck. He wasn't that upset about leaving. Basically took it with the attitude that, well, there's nothing I can do. Might as well continue living somewhere else. Which, I guess. So God's like, oh, I'm gonna boost all your attributes and your life and all these different abilities. I'll make sure that you're fine, and you get to have whatever wish you want. And he's like, oh, can I take my smartphone? 15-year-old boy, sure. But he's in this world that's kind of like a mixture between current, like almost medieval. What do they say? He gives it. He says it. That's all I want to see. I don't remember, but he says it's like a certain like old time period of Earth. Like it's kind of in that vein, but it's kind of like a video game the way things are laid out with guilds and adventure quests and ranking and stuff. It's really entertaining. And in the first volume, he meets all three of his main partners in crime. These two sisters that can use magic, different types of magic. He finds out about all these different types of magic, finds out that he can do magic and that his abilities from God allow him to do any style of magic, any type of magic, any spell he wants. One does no magic, one has like three other types. And then they meet this girl right here that's like from like their version of Japan that's able to do, you know, she's like a swordsman and stuff. And I'm pretty sure in this they go on a quest to bring a letter to someone and save and then they save the niece and brother of the king of this big kingdom. And that's basically this. Second volume basically takes you up after that, how what they're doing afterwards, going on more adventures, using more magic, going on a bunch of quests and leveling up. They take on some ancient thing, and then at the end, it finds out that the king was poisoned, and Toyua. I can't think of it. Can't say these names. Reading them, it's so much different. Basically, it's like, oh, I'll fix him, whatever, and I'll figure out, you know, who did it. And had run into these diplomats from another country, this like beast world, this beast land, had saved them or helped the girl find her sister, and then she's being accused, and he clears her. And the third volume, he finds who did it, accuses them of doing it, figures it out, exposes them, and then the daughter of the king wants to now marry him. And they're like 15 and 15 and 16, 15 and 14, and she's like, we'll get married in 6 years. But I want to, like, just weird, just some weird, I don't know. They get a cat, but the cat's actually a giant beast lion that's like this king of all summoned creatures. It is so like cutesy, but also like there's some really like brutal parts. Like the action and the fight scenes are like really, really good, drawn really well, and like kind of have like costs and like stakes to them. Like you feel like, oh, like they're not gonna be able to do this, and then you realize, oh, he has the ability to do whatever he wants. He just has to figure out what he needs to do to win the situation, and then they do it. And then basically at the end, you have all these people training or whatever. So you have the two sisters, the samurai girl, and his future wife, and all these other guilds, all these other like groups of guild people are mad at him because he's this guy walking around with all these girls. And I always think it's funny because they're like adults getting mad at these like 15, 16-year-olds just running around trying to be adventurers. I'm very excited for Volume 4 to be coming out. They have not announced Volume 5. Same thing with Kingdom Z. No Volume 5 has been announced. But I'm very excited for when it does. Very excited to read Volume 4. I know for a fact this is going to continue for a long time. Not sure about Kingdom of Z, which I just reviewed earlier. You can check it out on the channel. Kingdom of Z review. Awesome book. Not sure how long that's going to go because they haven't announced Volume 5, And this is based off of a light novel that already has 18 volumes around there, like 16, 17. I think 17 and 18 are on pre-order, but there's almost 20 volumes of light novels. So there's plenty of material to adapt into manga. So this series could go on for a really long time. And I'm excited about that because the volumes aren't too big. They're probably on the smaller scale of an average manga volume. This is Kingdom of Z, and this is here. What's Kingdom of Z's on top, and In Another World is on the bottom. You can see there's like a difference in the thickness. This is a little bit longer, but it's also a little bit, just a flatter. I don't know. Artwork here is really good. Again, I like dark tones in Kingdom of Z that bring out detail, but here they kind of try to light everything up, like lighten everything up, to give you details. I like it. I like the character designs. I enjoy the way they're doing this. I really enjoy the packaging of how the back of each volume has a smartphone with a character with their like statistics. Like the first one starts with incoming call from God. Second one, has the main character. Then it has the girls. I'm assuming that like the samurai chick will be next, and then the princess will be next. Which is really cool that if they do get married, the main character will end up being royalty. Be really cool, really interesting. I can't wait to see what happens with this series. I'm very excited to get into this series. And be on the lookout probably later this week for another 3-volume review of Zom 100. This is volume 3. I am almost about to start it, actually. I haven't started it, but I finished volumes 1 and 2 this week, and I'm going to read volume 3. Volume 4 is on the way out. Very excited. This is another zombie manga, so can't wait to do a review on that with you guys. I also will be having a review once I start and finish reading this, the MGK Hotel Diablo trade paperback. Very excited about this as well. I'll show you some art here. Very interesting. Very excited about that. Love the packaging on it, by the way. With that being said, this is the Vinyl Casket. Thank you for watching. I am Nick, the host. This is the home to the lamest taste. And remember to stay lame. Thank you guys, and see you next video.